Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news coming out from Israel right now. I was not planning on making a video today. It is a terrible day. It's Yom HaZikaron. I also am just recovering from a really bad case of food poisoning, so I'm feeling super weak, but it's important that we talk about this. There are fires breaking out all over Israel at the moment. There's a reasonable conclusion coming to that these might have been targeted fires and not wildfires made by Arson. I'm going to give you guys all the reporting right now. It's all developing right now, by the way. So if you're in America, if you're in the West and you're just waking up right now to this news, just pray for Israel because Israel really needs it. I'm thinking about my grandmother. I'm thinking about my family in central Israel right now, my friends in Jerusalem. We'll start with showing you how this situation has developed. So some of this reporting is coming from my friend Samantha in Israel on her Instagram story. She actually lives in Jerusalem. Watching this develop live. People have had to abandon their cars on the highway. Sorry, there's a copyright there. Hopefully that doesn't strike me. So that's a little bit of the clip of what's going on right now, breaking in Israel. Follow her, obviously, for more updates. Now, we've got another video here from Magen David Adom. Sorry, this is United Hatzalah, who are the ambulance program in Israel. So this is some reporting from
outside
United Hatzalah.
The endless road, the main road between Jerusalem to Tel Aviv, that people just ran outside and ran for their lives. See this car, see what happened. Those heroes who managed to escape survived. We are at the endless road.
So very, very dramatic scenes. Now, this is the part that's the most disappointing. It's to be expected, but it is disappointing. We are seeing multiple reports coming out right now from Palestinian media in the West Bank and in Israel proper, like Israeli Arab Society, emboldening, unfortunately, Palestinians to go out and create arson attacks. So you have here in Hebrew and in Arabic. The Arabic is what's written, and to translate it directly, in the top text, it says, "Let the settlers' houses become ashes." In the bottom text, it says, "Under the feet of the revolutionaries," and then hashtag burn settlers' homes. And you can see a man in a kafia burning the dry grass in Israel. You see, in Israel, we're heading into the season of summer right now. We're not exactly there yet, but usually around this time, there are huge heat waves. We call it sharav in Hebrew, and it's very, very dry. The climate gets very hot. Not exactly summer yet, but it's in that transition period, and things are rapidly drying. There's been a few set of fires in the last week, and unfortunately, they're reporting now, giving you guys this live. It's coming out really just live as it is. Fire commissioner is saying fire is spreading at a significant rate. Weather is expected to worsen. It will last at least 24 hours, similar to what was going on in California. If you guys remember a few months back, we saw this terrible situation where it was very dry and high levels of winds, like a lot of strong winds blew in, and that's exactly what's happening in Israel right now. Very, very windy and dry situation with a lot of heat is able to make this very bad. Deputy commander of the Jerusalem District Fire Department says reports have been received of new fires that apparently originated from arson. Police arrest suspect involved in arson attacks in the Jerusalem hills, and the police just announced they arrested somebody for instigating on fire. So this is the newest situation that's coming out. I'm going to show you guys a picture of what this looks like from above. This is literally, I'm not joking when I say it's coming in live as I'm making this video. There's a picture I was just sent right now from I believe it's a plane or a helicopter flying over Jerusalem, over the hills of Jerusalem, and you can see the fire, the mass size of the fire. Now, the fires are moving so quickly, they are expected to enter the central Israel plains at some point in the very near future. So we're looking at fires that could potentially even affect the far center of Israel, like the areas of Tel Aviv and the south, which aren't usually affected by fires like this. This is another picture of the fire map where fires are breaking out. It seems to be the entire country. And when you look at a map like this, you realize how small Israel really is, how small and under threat. All this area in the center here where the fires aren't, that's going around, that's all the West Bank, Judea and Samaria, the Judean hills. And there are fires apparently breaking out over there too. We don't know right now if it's Palestinians that are igniting the fires. I'm not here to play the name game, like the blame game with people and say Palestinians are the ones starting these fires. I'm not here to say that right now. What I'm saying is we do see, unfortunately, from Palestinian media and in Palestinian Telegram channels, some stuff that I can't show, some very disgusting messaging about emboldening these fires to continue and making the situation worse. Apologize for my cough. So, yes, this is a very bad situation. Gaza itself right now is under complete ash. There are fires breaking out literally everywhere. You can see down in the south as well. Very, very, very scary situation, my friends. And I ask of you right now, this is on the day of Yom HaZikaron. Okay, this is the day to remember the 25,000 fallen soldiers, hostages, and civilians in terrorist attacks and in military action in Israel. And we are in a terrible, terrible situation right now. We're supposed to be sort of a day of mourning today, and people in Israel are not even getting the opportunity to really mourn the loss of their friends, their brethren, their soldiers, and their family. I'll show you guys another video here. I'll put it up on the screen in a second. This is another video that's breaking out right now. You can see Israelis. Let me see here if I can put it up here. Put it up right here. These are Israelis that had to evacuate on the highway. You can see tow trucks that are picking up people onto the back. It literally looks like scenes of the apocalypse. Yeah. You can see Israelis evacuating in the back of the trucks. And here's the thing. A lot of the videos I've seen today have had Arabs talking, Arab bus drivers. You need to understand something for anybody who's celebrating this, which there are a lot of sickos who are celebrating the situation. There's nothing to celebrate here. Everyone's affected by this, Palestinians and Israelis as well. You're not going to magically, the fire doesn't differentiate between a Palestinian and Israeli, an Arab and a Jew, a Muslim and a Jew. It doesn't work like that. If you think that you're burning down the state of Israel or this is somehow good for the state of Israel to burn down, first of all, just talking financial and talking strength-wise, the Jews still have the power to overcome more so than the Arabs in this region, yes? Does that make sense? This isn't some godly fire that's going to burn down only the Jewish people. For all the nutcase Arabs and Islamic supremacists who may be watching this and celebrating, it doesn't just magically stop at the Jews. It affects everyone. Arabs' houses are going to be burnt down. Muslims' houses are going to be burnt down. This is a bad situation for everyone. And for the ones emboldening Palestinians to go out and set fire, just understand you are attacking yourself, as it's always been. Same thing with the rockets who are falling on Israel. It is the same situation. You fire at Israel, you have a 1 in 50 chance of hitting an Arab or a Muslim, or it's not just the Jews. You can't just target only the Jews. We live amongst each other here. Just something to keep in mind. And if you think their lives are worth sacrificing, then you're a fucking sicko. This is another update coming in right now. The Israel Airports Authority is preparing to receive firefighting aircraft from the countries Israel has reached out to. I believe Cyprus is on that list right now. It would be really great to see Arab nations like Saudi Arabia, UAE. I would love to see them, even though I don't think they really have water to go around. It would be an amazing sign or amazing gesture to see them actually come and support. A situational assessment is expected to begin shortly involving the Civil Aviation Authority and the Airports Authority and the National Security Council to evaluate preparedness. IDF spokesperson, the Chief of Staff has instructed the Homefront Command, the Air Force, and all IDF units to assist as needed with police and firefighting efforts to combat the blaze. Rescue forces from the IDF's Rescue Brigade, along with the teams from the Jerusalem and Central Districts, Homefront Command, firefighting units, ground fighting crews, and Air Force fire trucks, and aerial surveillance aircraft have been assisting in recent hours to effort to extinguish the fires in Jerusalem Hills and evacuate the residents. All forces are operating in coordination with Israeli police and fire and rescue services. So this is, again, like I said, very, very developing situation. Very, very bad. And I'll add one last thing is as a weird sign or as a weird gesture of, I don't know, goodness. The Palestinian Authority has reached out to the Israeli Defense Force and the Israeli government to actually assist in fighting the fires. And I got confirmation from people who understand the situation. In 2010, when there were bad wildfires as well, they apparently did help back then. So you may see joint coordination between the IDF, the Israeli Firefighting Authority, and the Palestinian Authority in the coming hours, coming days. I don't know. We'll see how long the situation goes on for. The winds are supposed to die down in the next 24 hours, but between now and 24 hours from now, this could erupt into a very, very dangerous, very, very bad situation. And you have to remember, again, when we look at the map of Israel, this is a tiny country. Where this is a absolutely tiny country. I have family that lives everywhere where these fires are being affected right now, or maybe 4 or 5 kilometers away from each place where one of these fires is happening. And if the whole thing sets on fire, everyone's life's in danger. It's a very, very bad situation. And to think that there may be bad actors inside of Israel right now causing these fires to break out, like Palestinian terrorists, like we're seeing, trying to ignite more fires, more arson attacks, just to watch the whole thing burn down, is insane and very, very, very scary. Absolutely terrible situation. I don't seem to have any other updates. I just scanned again. This is developing. I'll probably give you guys an update on this tomorrow again. I have to go give a speech in like an hour here in South Florida, so I'm trying to recover myself from the terrible food poisoning I had yesterday. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Please pray for Israel. Have Israel in your thoughts today. Think about our country. Send as many well wishes and prayers as you can. Consider in the coming days financially supporting different people in Israel who may be going through very big hardship, because it looks like we may be going in that direction. God forbid, but it looks like we may be going in that direction. And I will see you guys in the next one. I love you long time. Goodbye, Clats.
Believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.